Hi friends, welcome again to my channel. So in this video, I'll tell you what are multiple row subqueries in SQL. Okay, so basically a subquery that returns more than one rows. Okay, here just note this word. The subqueries that return more than one rows are known as a multiple row subqueries, as its name suggests over here. Now, what does this multiple row suggest over here? Okay, although it will return as multiple rows, but all these rows will only belong from a single column. Okay, for example, this is a column. Okay, this is a column and these are the three rows. Okay, so all these rows, although they are multiple rows, but all these rows belongs to only one column. Okay, so whatever the rows will be returned by these query, all the rows will belong from only one column. For example, a salary column. Okay, so all the values that are returned by that subquery will belong to only salary column. Okay, so this is what the multiple row subqueries that returns more than one rows, but all the rows will belong to only one column. Okay, now here we use whenever we are using a multiple row subquery, we are using these three operators. Okay, either in, any, and all operator. Now let us understand the use of these three operators with the help of examples. Here I'm having an employee table. Okay, this is an employee table, and if we write a query like this, okay, let's suppose if you want to select those employees whose salary is 20,000 and those employees whose salary is 13,000, we can do this with the help of an in operator. Okay, in operator is a kind of equality operator. Okay, we can also write this query like this: select eid from employee where salary is equals to 20,000 or salary is equals to 13,000. But in order to shorten that query, we are using this in operator. Okay, so this is a kind of multiple row subquery because this is a kind of subquery. Okay, I have written over here directly these two values, but we can find this value with, by placing a subquery. Okay, that is select salary from emp where salary is equals to 20,000 and employee id is equals to 1 and employee id is equals to 5, right? So this is what a kind of multiple row value. Okay, this is the multiple values, but all these value belong from only one column. Okay, so this is where the use of in case of multiple row subquery. So this is where the use of in operator. Okay, it's used for the equality. Okay, now let us understand the second type of operator, that is any operator. Now what does it say? Any, we used to know what is the meaning of any, either of these values. Okay, so it says that at least one condition satisfies. Okay, so whatever the condition, whatever the values that are given over here, if any of these condition will be true, the answer will be true, this record will be true. Okay, the record must satisfy any of these conditions. Okay, now here we used to use these three operators, relational operators, with this any operator. Okay, if we have been used less than any, so what does it mean? It indicates less than max. Okay, so what it will do, let's suppose in this query we have been used less than any, so what will it do? It will find the maximum value from these options, that is 20,000, and will match all the records from this table with this 20,000. Okay, so all the values that will less than 20,000 will be selected as the final result. Okay, so this is what the working of this one. And if we talk about this greater than any, so what it will do, if we have been used greater than over here instead of this less than, so what will it do? It will first find the minimum value, that is 13,000, and will compare all these value with this 13,000. So if a value that is more than this 13,000, all the values that will be selected as a final result. For example, 20,000, 42,000, and 22,000. Okay, so this is what the use of this one. Now if we talk about this equal to any, it works same as a in operator. Okay, so if you use this, we can use in also and we can use equal to any also, both of these will work same. Okay, so this is what the use of any. Now if we talk about the all operator, okay, so it states that all the conditions must be true. Okay, so all the conditions that we have written over here, they all must the record must satisfy all the conditions. Okay, for this we use these three operator, relational operators with all. If we're going to use this less than all, so what does it indicate? That we will first find the minimum value. Okay, that is if we want to find less than all. Okay, so whatever the value that we have given, we want those records having salary less than all these values. So firstly, the shortest trick is what? We will find the shortest salary over here, that is 13,000, and we'll find out all the value that are less than 13,000, because it is obvious if a value is less than 13,000, then it is also less than 20,000. Okay, so this is where the shortcut that we can use with the help of this. It will first find the minimum value and will find all the value that are less than this 13,000. Okay, that is what it indicates, that all the values must be true, right? Now if we talk about this greater than all, so what will it do? It will find first the maximum value, that is 20,000, and we'll see if all the record that are having salary less greater than 20,000. Okay, this is what the use of this greater than all. Now here if we talk about equal to all, then it does not exist. Okay, so this statement, if you're going to use this equal to all, so it is not, because it's obvious that one record can only fulfill one record, one value. Okay, it cannot fulfill all the values at once. Okay, because the salary can be either 20,000 or either 13,000. It cannot happen that salary will be both. Okay, so this is for the reason this statement does not exist, this operator does not exist. So this is for the use of multiple row subqueries and the use of in, any and all with this multiple row subqueries. Thank you.